Hey everybody, this is Sandman, and welcome to another episode of Review My Matches, a series where I look at your replays, give out tips and tricks to your character and or matchups, and overall I just give advice to playing this game better. And today's episode is featuring Tonkarein, a Claudio player I happened to talk to on Twitter. I saw that he made a post where he was like, "Oh, can someone watch my replay and give a bit of advice?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." So we're gonna look at these matches. We're gonna see what how we can help Tonkarein, and there's six replays that we can go through. Hopefully, we can give some very tangible and workable stuff. Now, I'm not all that familiar with Claudio, I'll be honest with y'all, but I am familiar with Armor King. So um, let's see if we can see what this Armor King is up to. Maybe notice some habits that he might have. Good outfit, I like that. This is good right here. You're getting in and out of each other's space. You know, calculating ranges. Oh, good pokes, but he managed to duck. And I think that was up forward to future me. What's the right input?
It
It
is up
is up
forward
forward
to.
to. Thanks, future me. Yeah, I wouldn't throw these kinds of mids, especially if I haven't conditioned my opponent to be blocking those kinds of things. So maybe it was just a little too early for that type of stuff. He has the martini. Ooh, there we go. Well, that's better. Well, what you did there was better. You actually sidestepped to avoid a move and then use that heat engager. Ooh, what is happening? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you were trying to whiff punch something, but I think you pressed that Claudio button a little too early. I mean, you were looking for something, but you didn't exactly punish it. And then you whiffed a low that got you in trouble. You aren't punishing. There are a lot of minus 13s you let Armor King get away with here. Okay, pokes. Poke City. I mean, one glaring issue I'm seeing here is that you're just not punishing Armor King at all. Okay, just calmly. You're in the lead. It's okay. It's not his turn. The punish was right there! Brother! Just anything, man. Give me any kind of punish. I mean, I point out the whole use of this heat engager, but man, it's landing quite a bit for you right now. Okay, nice 13. Nice 13 frame. Okay, that was fine. That was good. You had frame advantage, then you used the low poke that you couldn't, that you had to use a mid on. Oh, just the punishing again. You got heat smash. You got heat smash and six beautiful walls. Holy! Oh my god, down by three. You're getting hit with the toddler string, but I'm a king. Okay, good job on evading the setup. Okay, okay. You got the win at the end. Alright, that's good. Unity. Lots of evasion happening. Ugh. How plus are you here? You are zero on block after the charge up move for Claudio. So this that mid high that you were trying to go for, it kind of didn't make a lot of sense because you could just backdash away from it. Maybe go for a deeper dash if you really want to keep your offense up like that. But if I were you, I would just go back to neutral. I'd be fine with going back to neutral. Oh, Nelly. What are we doing? The whip punish! So Claudio's forward four seems to have a whole lot of recovery frames, because look at that. You could use any like 16 frame button to punish that. And the power crush, you just let him use power crush. He's gonna, if you keep giving your opponent just the pass on -13 on block moves, they're just gonna keep doing it. I mean, you gotta block. You gotta block, man. You have a balcony right behind you. Armor King's in heat. What are we doing? I think what you want to do is you wanted to side walk left or sidestep left or something, because obviously you don't want a teabag. It's not exactly what you're going for here. You want to actually move, but you need to work on your side steps and sidewalks so you could actually avoid stuff like that. This was very excessive, very avoidable, I think. You have to be aware that after like stuff like heat engagers at the wall, you should be willing to take the low, absolutely, because something like down back 2 3 from Armor King side landing on a wall blast, that's just a whole bunch of free damage. So you're better off just taking the low in that scenario. He's not Fakumbram where he has a low that can wall blast, or he's not Brian that has a low that can wall blast also. So it's just one of those things where if it's not a hell sweep, it's not like a direct like 50-50 type of thing. You can kind of guess what the opponent's going to go for, or he wants to use the wall blast. I'm going to block mid. I'll take the low. Good interrupt. Was a risky thing you did there, but I'm pretty sure you knew that. You have to block this mid, my guy. You can't let him keep getting away with this. Right, engage. What are we doing? Why is he blocking low? Call him out on that. He's engaged into hop kick. No. Well, a safer mid. Do a safer mid if you're gonna heat engage. Good hop kick. Nice combo. Alright, what now? Nice low. Ooh, okay, he might sense that you go for a double low, so I'm gonna pay attention to that. Oh, the three. Oh, the third hit of the string. This is Tekken 8, my guy. Remember that. Nice hop kick. Alright. Ah, you see that? That Armor King was expecting double O's. He was crouching way too much right there. So call him out on that. Use your other mids. Okay, double mid. You seem to do stuff in doubles. I haven't seen delays, particular delays on mids or lows. That's a whole bunch of chip. And you could have launched them there. You need to launch that type of stuff, man. Down back 3. Oh my god, that's a dream. Jumping knee. You gotta punish electric, man. You got 1-1. You got a 1-2 or something. You can't let him just throw buttons out for free. You have to not allow him to get away with free offense. Oh, that was too far. That was too far right there for a 10 frame jab. That's unfortunate. So much wall carry. Oh my god, I'm a kid. I would say for whenever you whiff stuff like you just did right there, do a backdash or backdash block or just block. Blocking can really do you a lot of favors, especially in this matchup because he's trolling you right now. We can see it. It's not a -13 move. Well, it is minus 13. You did that wasn't a 13 frame move. That was so lucky. Yeah, yeah. This Armor King's playing too much. Nice step. Poking. All right, what now? You gotta do something. You got 30 seconds. Nice, nice. What's that? Okay, even the odds. That's safe. Do something, man. Heat smash or something. You haven't. Okay, you haven't been using your heat smash at all, actually, which is odd because Claudia has a pretty good one. That move, Armor King's back three is apparently minus 12. So you could have done something like 4-2-2. You could have done some like cilantro over here with 4-2, since you did have Starburst. Okay, engage. Good low poke. Alright, but now. Now you let him just take your offense like that. You could just frame trap him continuously, so that it's more or less always your turn until he actually gets to block something. Because he mashed that down back three out, I'm pretty sure. So the main takeaway from this tip is to just not give up on your offense like that. You had a whole bunch of advantage and you let him run away from you. Alright. Crazy option, but I love it. That 4-3 of Armor Kings is a high, so if you do see the first kick, the only extension from it is the second high. So you know to duck it. Okay, good. Sidestep into up forward 2 is your thing. Alright, go all the way with it. Every time you did sidestep up forward 2 because you were looking for a button to punish or hit, you've landed it. So maybe that's your thing. And don't let him dab back 2-3 you. Alright, okay. Keep it going. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Why are you backdashing away from your offense? Are you gonna block yourself? That's not what this game's for. You're supposed to win, you know? Alright. He's got you close to the wall. Do not let him use down back 2-3. Man, he loves that button. Okay. What he can do is 4-3. Right? That's your standard 12 frame. You could use 4-2 if you had Starburst, but you didn't in this case. You can use 2-1. You can use 1-2. Or 4-2-2 if you want to get Starburst. Those are your punish options from there. And that's up to I-12. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, what's that? Okay. Alright, that was good. That was good. Well, I'm going to show you something. Because you did a good thing here. You managed to backturn him. Right? You chose a wake up that managed to avoid the 4-2-1. You got the ward splat. And what you could have done here is done some like... There we go. You could have done something like that. You could have used back 2 to tornado, done heat dash, and gone for your wall combo. And that's something you can do with Claudio, but obviously that takes a little more time to recognize that, oh, I can go for this option, I can heat dash, I can kill here, right? And that only comes with the familiarity with the character. But overall, you did make work with it, right? So instead of going for a wall combo immediately, you would do heat dash into wall combo. You could punish those. You could punish those back 3 and forward 4 attempts by Armor King with your 12 frames. right? Something like 422 could catch Armor King's like far-reaching kicks and put the hurt on him. All right, let me gather my notes. So I have a couple of notes for you, Tonkarein. The main one, the big thing that you just kept letting that Armor King get away with is just not punishing through his 10 frame, his several 12 frame options. This one, gives you Starburst, right? His 13 frame can either be in his back 3 or down 1+2. For 14 frames, he got back 2, but I didn't notice any minus 14 moves, so that's particularly fine. And of course, Hop Kick is 15 frames. For his Crouching Punish, this is his fastest at 11 frames. That's what's standing for. Surprisingly, what's standing 1-2 is 12 frames. So this makes it particularly deadly when you have Starburst, but that's neither here or there. You might have Starburst, you might not have it. What's standing 3 is a button I saw you use a lot. It's one of those unassigned buttons that they kind of give them like a default looking move. I wouldn't use that move at all actually. And obviously, what's sending to is 15 frame. Make sure to duck high highs like on that Armor King's 4-3. Also remember that if you do have Starburst, you have the best 12 frame in the game. The next thing I would point out is that your movement is you move when it's your turn, when you have your offense going, when you're doing your pokes and the pokes land and stuff. For whatever reason, you run away from your own offense. So I would stay in the pocket, stay in your opponent's face, and don't let them leave for free. At least have them block whatever poke you might be doing. And I also noticed that you weren't going for any lateral options at all, except for whenever you did sidestep up forward too. This seems to be like a signature move of yours, which is it's pretty cool. I love a good signature move. Yeah, you don't sidestep enough, I think. A lot of Armor King's moves would have whiffed more if you were moving laterally. So use more lateral movement too while you're at it. And the third and final note that I want to point out is that a lot of like far distance punishes that you could have went for to like whiff punish moves that that Armor King threw out were just not on the table at all. Things like back forward two, um, forward 1+2, 1+2 was thrown out, very in a mistimed manner. It didn't seem like you waited for a move to come out, so you punish it with forward 1+2, 1+2. It kind of seems like you went for the inshallah tech, It's like, oh, I'm gonna throw this button now. If it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's very risky. I don't think you would be getting as much reward as you think you would do. It's a tactic that doesn't work out in your favor in the long run. And that, Tonka, is the end of this video. I think that these notes should be considered so that you can become a better Claudio player and a better Tekken player overall. And these are very achievable. You were moving, using backdashes. You occasionally punished, and you occasionally use lateral movement for stuff like up forward too. But there's more depth to these mechanics that you need to explore just a little more. You need to get more consistent at punishing, and you need to get better at whiff punishing with your far range too. I mean, this move is fantastic. I wouldn't use up forward two at a distance. That seems to have gotten you killed a lot. So maybe I would abandon that specifically. Not sidestep up forward two. That was good, right? I think you should keep that move for sure. And with that, I'm sure that only with time and a bit of practice that you will become a better Tekken player. And that's all, folks. Thanks for watching this video. Check out my other vids if you want to be a better Shaheen player and a better Tekken player. And have a good one, fellas.